It says I'm live. However, it's going to take a few minutes to pop on the old YouTubes because the lag. We know about the lag. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Miss Damn Jewelry. I'm Dolores, and today is a live Dolo Digs. It is going to be a European Dolo Digs. Yes, we have European resellers here, guys. I'm so excited to introduce everyone. I am so happy that they're here. Obviously, we have Deb, which is at the waving. That's Deb. Wave, Deb.
Hiya.
Then I have Monica,
Ciao.
a- and then I have Gosia, who y'all know. Miss Gosia. So, what we wanted to do today is I just wanted y'all to get a know of the few European resellers or British resellers as well that I have interactions with both on YouTube and on Instagram. Obviously, hey Beth girl, hey Holly, thanks for popping in. I have obviously you know Goshen because she's been on before. Deb, I do Instagram sales with Deb all the time. Monica, I've met through YouTube, but we now chat on Instagram, and she's been in Tipper's vintage sale as well. So I just wanted to get y'all to know these wonderful, fabulous resellers that I know. And so here we go. We're going to get started. Wait, first I have to talk about the weather because that's what we do. Deb, how's the weather where you
That's
are?
good.
Oh, it's been nice and sunny today. I say nice and sunny. I prefer it when it's a bit crispy cold. So most
Right.
people nice and sunny when the weather's warm.
Gosha, how's Edinburgh?
Edinburgh is warm but very cloudy. No sun,
It's,
but it's okay. It's not bad.
it's cloudy. It's warm there because it's here. It's like 61 or what was it,
No, well,
15? What is that?
I only went to the bin with my rubbish, so but it was warm.
And Monica, what's it like in Italy today?
I'm glad you asked because yesterday was very cold for the first time since summer, and today and rainy, very like weird weather. And today it's super bright, shiny, sunny, so beautiful today. It's
Oh, that's
it's
good. Hey,
one
Beth,
day
thanks for.
one day storm, and the next one was
Oh
the
no,
sun is coming. Yeah.
it's can't always be sunny though. I like a
Yeah.
rainy day. Hey,
Hmm.
Jeannie, thanks for popping in. Okay, so we're going to start with Deb, and we're going to find out a little bit about Deb. Now, like I said, I've dealt with Deb on Instagram. Actually, everybody's links is in the description of this video, of this live. So if you want to go follow them on Instagram or follow Gosha on YouTube, go right ahead. All the links are there. So, Deb, where are you based in the UK?
So I am based in Exeter in Devon in the West Country. So lovely seaside holiday type place. Lots of beaches
Ooh.
nearby and the moors to go walking on. So yeah, it's really lovely down here. I've been down here a couple of years.
So, I mean, I've never been to that part of the country, but I'm sure it's not. Hey, Steph, I'm sure it's really nice.
Yeah,
I've
it's
never been. I need to get down there.
yeah.
So, how did you get into vintage?
So the story of how I got into vintage and then the reselling. So I've always loved vintage stuff. My style has changed over the years, kind of depending on what type of house I'm living in and what kind of style suits it. So yeah, teenage years I kind of started collecting vintage, and it was very sort of mid-century, the 60s and 70s stuff I loved back then. And then I ended up living in a Victorian terraced house, so my style went a bit more kind of Victorian and yeah, sort of more quirky articles. And now I've kind of returned back to what I feel like is my roots, the mid-century stuff, because I just love it so much. So yeah, it's like I say, the style's kind of changed, but it's been interesting kind of that journey and then returning back to what I really love. But the selling started, I think, how most people selling starts, where we just love collecting and then it just naturally progresses into starting to sell it, which has been amazing because the other benefit of that is that I've met so many people. There's such an amazing community of vintage resellers and collectors online So yeah, it's been a really, so that was, yeah, a couple of years ago I started reselling. It's been, yeah, really, really good fun.
So you're back to the mid-century modern
We've
feel.
gone back mid-century modern, so yeah, a bit eclectic my taste is, but that seems to be kind of the main thread through it now. Coloured glassware, yeah, quirky patterns.
Yeah, you have some good stuff. You always have the little derpy, either Eastgate or Hornsey little animal. Oh, those are my
Oh, I
favorite.
love the cute, yeah, all the cutesy little ornaments. I can't look at them. I have to buy them as soon as I see them.
I, I do too. So down in Devon, do you find it easy to thrift, or do you struggle, or you're like there's places everywhere?
Well, even that's been quite a learning journey because I moved down here sort of mid-COVID. So
Oh,
obviously the sourcing things and everything's really changed through that time, hasn't it? So
yeah,
yeah, I'm still trying to find my way with that in a sense and learning what's around locally. I do travel around the country quite a lot as well. I've got various family around here, there, and everywhere. Um, so yeah, it's even that's a bit of an adventure, I think, like finding out where to source. And because I mean, when I first moved down here, all the boot fairs weren't running, all the charity shops were shut,
right.
and then
Hmm.
open, and then there's like big queues outside where everyone's so excited that they're open again. So yeah, it's just kind of settling back down now, and I'm starting to find different places to source from. But yeah,
So, what is your favorite way to source? Is it car boots, charity shops, antique shops? What's like, what is you like, oof, this is where I need to go?
these are really
Or is it a
interesting
mix?
questions, Dolores. I like a mix. I'm a bit of a like, well, an eclectic style, eclectic personality. So yeah, I'm not too good at doing the same thing all the time. So I do
Right.
like to kind of mix it up and look at other places, which is why it's nice moving when I go around to different places in the country. I always make sure. I went to see my daughter a few weeks ago, and she took me out to the local car boot sale, and then we did a couple of hours around the charity shop. So um,
Like you do.
yeah, just anywhere really.
That's great. Oh my gosh. So, I have to ask, because I ask everybody this.
Hmm.
What is your white whale find? Or your what eludes you? What's the one thing that you're like, I haven't found it yet, but I want to find it?
These are really good questions, Dolores. You're really making me think. I think I'm a little magpie, to be honest. So I can't think of anything off the top of my head that it's like I've got to find that. I'd like
Yeah.
anything, yeah, shiny, sparkly. I'm a bit of a flit here, flit there. Oh, that looks lovely. I find my collections kind of change a bit. So, what am I collecting at the moment? The I think they're Japanese ornaments. They've got foreign on the bottom of them with the little
Yeah.
like a sweet corn with a little mouse sticking out of it and a top hat. Do you know the ones I mean? So I picked up one, and now the collection is growing. So I tend to do stuff like that and build a collection. Then at some point, I'm sure they end up getting sold as another collection
Right.
starts up.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's funny you say that because me and Gosha were laughing because she just gave me a whole bunch of those
I love them at the
when
minute.
Yes.
I
when
can't.
I went down to see her. Yeah. So you run Tipper's Vintage Fair, and you started that, and it's kind of grown. There's a lot of people involved now in the Tipper's Vintage Sale. You have them every month. They're loads of fun to do. Um, so what made you want to start it? Because I know you were kind of like we were doing Charlie's one, and
Yes.
then Charlie obviously had things come up, and then you started it. And I was like, well, yeah, because I've known you already. So I mean, I don't know Charlie, but I know her because I've been in her sales, and she's really good at her sales. But
Yeah.
you've kind of taken on your own Tippers Vintage Fair on Instagram and kind of ran with it. What made you want to take on? Because I mean, you work very hard at it. You really do. And Monica knows you promote the heck out of it.
Yeah, I really enjoy doing it. It's funny. I think even that it's been a bit of a journey and stuff. Like you say, one thing kind of slots into another. So Pie in the Sky Vintage, where we met, used to run a global sale, and I got on board and started helping her a little bit with that. So that was kind of my first taste doing the fairs. And then I've done various other ones online through Insta that have kind of come and gone. Then yeah, Charlie was doing the auctions. Charlie Bubbles Vintage was doing the auctions, and I actually spoke to her last year about doing the sales. So we had a bit of a catch up and discussed. Yeah, so rather than the auction style, I don't know. I've always wanted it is that building community. That's what really
Hmm.
appealed to me. So the idea of kind of bringing people together and everyone supporting each other. So that was kind of the motivator behind doing the sales. So yeah, I kind of chatted about it last year and then it got put on hold. So I launched them. I think this will be the fifth one. So yeah, five
Yeah.
months ago. So yeah, it's been really amazing. It's so lovely. All the people that I've worked with before doing them with, like yourself, and then there's been lots of new people coming in. And what I really enjoy doing is working with the new sellers. So there's quite a few new sellers that have joined us that have never done fairs before. So that's really lovely. I really enjoy doing that. Sort of well, it's not just me giving support; it's the whole community where we
Yeah.
run chats so they can ask, or yeah, we all learn. I've been learning from it still. So yeah, asking questions and learning from each other. So yeah, it's kind of that twofold really is how I see it. Is the monthly fair where we're all selling, but also the support between times and that bit of community building and bringing people together.
Hmm.
So yeah, I
It's
think we
really
had
good. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
so, Laura. So I was just going to say I think we had 26 sellers last month. So yeah, the next sale is the 1st and 2nd of October.
Hmm.
So we're just sort of promoting that now, getting the promotion out there, and yeah, it's nice how enthusiastic everyone's got as well. I think we had
Yeah.
both Vintage. It was her first fair she joined us with last month, and she got really on board with all the promotions. It was great, all the fun stuff she was doing on her account. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
lovely having together.
And it's good that I like it because and it's not even just UK based, obviously, as we know, because there's Monica from Italy and there's a seller from France.
Mhm.
So we kind of incorporate like just like this side of the pond reselling. Because if you, I've noticed like just getting into reselling myself, a lot of it is um, American based. You see a lot of it, or at least that's because I'm American, I tend to follow a lot of American resellers, and I'm like, why are we doing that? And then you guys came up, and I'm like, yes, now we're, on this side of the pond, we're now doing it. We're now making it, we're now promoting ourselves, promoting our fantastic wares that we have in the UK and other parts of Europe, because we have some amazing stuff. I mean, I have to admit, we do. We always find fun and quirky stuff. And a lot of times it's great because Instagram kind of puts it all to for everybody to see, so other people from other countries can see and even buy from all of us now, which is I think is just like it's like you opening up the world to other people. So I do that's what I
Yes.
like about it.
Mhm.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's been really
Me too.
good. And
Mhm.
and you've done a great job, Deb. Let me tell you, I'm so glad that you've decided to come on with me today because I love working with you. It's always so much fun to just to even catch up. Like we do our Instagram lives too.
Yeah, I always like working with you as well. It's funny, like say we met that couple of years ago and we've kind of dipped in and out of each other's DMs.
Yeah,
Mm.
Yeah, it's really lovely. I always have such good fun when I do stuff with you. It's really good fun doing the lives, and yeah.
it is. I enjoy it. So
Yeah.
that y'all is Deb. Remember her. We'll come back. We're gonna come back to her in a little bit. Remember her Instagram is in the description of this live, so you can go down there and check her out, and follow the Tippers Fair Vintage hashtag, and you'll get to see what everybody's selling. Now, next
Mm.
we have Monica. Monica from Italy. Tell us a little bit about how about where you are in Italy.
Wait, you didn't say my second name.
Oh,
Monica
Monica. See, I struggle with it. Bellezza.
Dolores.
Oh,
Remember?
Monica. So Monica's real name is
I'm the
Monica Dolores.
like Dolores. Hmm.
Just spell.
Yeah.
Look, now Alexa's talking to me. Hey, Junk Princess. And
So
Kinga Sabat, hello. I hope I said that correctly. Sorry if I didn't. I'm American. You have to excuse me. So yes, Monica Dolores, that is her name. And when she told me that, I was like, of course it is. It's such a good name. Spelled the
yes,
same.
it's
Um,
beautiful.
it is a beautiful name. It means Our Lady of Pain and Suffering. So,
Yes.
so tell us a bit of where you're at in Italy.
Where I am? Did you say where I am? Where I
Yes,
live?
where, what part of
Yeah.
Italy are you in?
Yeah, I'm in Venice. I'm exactly in the, well, right now I'm not on the living on the water, but I was 2 months ago. So I was literally on the water. Now I'm on the city where normal life is like cars, motorcycles, bicycles, everything. But it's 15 minutes away from the water. So that's where I am in Venice. Yes, I'm.
So, and I've been to Venice and it's amazing. You see, if you go to Monica's Instagram, she takes water buses to go thrift. I mean, she just going down on the canal with her water bus. I'm like, gonna go thrifting. I'm like, amazing. Everybody wants to be, everybody wants to be on a water bus going to thrift. So,
Thrift, yes.
oh, Daniel wants to be Monica. Okay. So I'm sure he has a wig, your hair color that he could do a live with you. So
Exactamente.
where do you, what places, I know it's different there. You don't have like car boots there. At least I'm not to my knowledge.
No.
And where do you go to thrift? Like, what are the places you go to visit? Do you have charity shops?
Hmm. Yes, and
Uh, s-
now that you
I'm
mentioned that
sorry.
it's mm,
Steph, her Instagram, she doesn't have, Deb and Monica don't have YouTubes, but they do have Instagrams. So you want to go check out her Instagram channel, gosh, go ahead because the link's down there and you'll see some amazing trips thrifting and amazing
yes,
finds. So where do you like,
yes.
where do you go to thrift? Where do you
So
find?
yes, I'm first you say it's amazing go drifting on like on the boat. It is. But also it's not that fun. Like I need to be very picky because imagine carry in all in a bag.
Hmm.
Like it's not like you put all the stuff on the truck and that you go home. So I need to be very like carefully with all the things, and it can be big things. So only little or very selective. And most of them I found them on charity shops from the churches. Here is
Right.
plenty of churches. So they almost, well, no, not almost every church, but there are a lot of charity shops, and I find very very good stuff there. Also, I have a couple of thrifting. It's like consignment stores. You
Okay.
say
Yeah. Hmm.
consignment. It's like those kind of stores, and in there I also find. And last, on internet, Vinted.
Okay.
Exactly. The
So
platform
yeah.
Vinted.
I do that as well. I will source on the internet if I see bargains. I'm not a
Mhm.
pro. I mean, I see nothing wrong with it. I think if you find a bargain
Yeah.
from another reseller and you
You need
resell it,
to
I
have
think,
a good eye on those places. Hmm.
yeah, on those platforms. And you sell on Vinted in Italy, or is it called Vinted in Italy, or
Yes, but it's Europe except UK.
oh
I mean,
oh
mhm. Like
rude? No,
you, the
it's just
EU.
all Europe Vinted. Yeah.
It's Germany, is Lithuania. I don't. I'm not sure about Lithuania, but Spain, Portugal, Italy, France. France is very very good. Like I have a lot of customers from France, Germany, and Austria. Austria is new
Okay.
on the list, and I'm missing probably a lot of places, but yeah, it's big, but not UK. So if I want to buy from you, if you have an account, I can't.
Right.
or
Yeah, and I
or
know.
United States. I can.
Hey, Nancy. Now I know we have our own vintage here, and I do believe.
Hmm.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Deb. Uh, did our vintage in the UK just sales to the UK?
Yeah, I think it's just UK based as far as I
Okay,
know. Yeah.
so that's why. So obviously, all of Europe is, and that's because of Brexit. We won't talk about that. Oh, so it winds me up. You know, it winds me up. So, I mean, anyway, that's a whole nother show.
Okay.
So we will talk about that on maybe a live with Daniel about how Brexit messed us all up.
Good
And
idea.
but here's the thing, and nice. This is why it's called the European edition, because regardless of whether we're in the European Union or not, we're still in Europe. UK didn't drag the island somewhere else. We're still here in Europe. We're technically on the continent of Europe, so that's why we're all Europeans. Well, I'm not. I'm American. And actually, neither is Monica. She's Mexican. So
Hmm.
she's Mexican from Mexico. I'm Mexican American. There you go.
Hmm.
So, which is kind of cool. So, what kind of thing, Monica, would you want to find? What is the one thing that eludes you that you're like, hey, I haven't found this, but I'm going to find. I need to find it.
You won't believe it. You're gonna be
Oh,
really. Are you ready?
yes.
You all have them, probably because you are the only. You're the only one that are gonna understand me because we don't find those in here. Fairy lamps. I want
I
a lot
point to
of them.
Gosha.
I know, Gosha. That was very nice of you that you show Dolores that
Hmm.
beautiful, amazing piece. Amazing piece.
I own Gosha
Wow.
for the rest of my life now.
It was
Hey,
not. It was,
Spirit Junkie.
but it was very girly, pinky, very feminine, and
And
I'm just like browns, oranges. It's like it's too girly for me. Dolores will like it.
yeah, it was a ballerina. It was totally very, very feminine. Yeah, I agree, Gosha.
It was. I mean, God, but I'm feminine, but she know I. But she said, "Here you go." I was like, oh, sorry. I was like, okay, I'm going to everywhere Gosha now. So a fairy lamp, and they don't even have like crystal ones. Like, and remember, sometimes they're called candle lamps. So if you're looking, nothing.
The only what I found and still finding on internet also here around Italy. Those it's a dome on a plate. Those French porcelain biscuits,
Yeah,
kind of like those.
and you find those.
I
That's
mean on internet, and I saw
right.
new. I saw nude of those a lot new on
Even though you
stores.
sell vintage, you could still sell a new one. I mean, we're at the end of the day, we're resellers. So if you can find
But
them
I
cheap,
don't want pay. I don't want to pay
you
what
want
they
to
say.
find, you want to find it. You want to go out and be like, I found it. I understand. I get it. I mean, I found two clear ones here, and then the one Gosha found for me, and oh my gosh. And Daniel says, lithopanes. That's what Nancy Smith. That's exactly what they're called, the lithopanes. Yes. That's what she's
Little
getting with the
thing.
little dome
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
on the plate.
Yeah,
I couldn't
exactly.
think of
Yeah.
the name.
Hmm.
And Daniel says he's still. Do you ever find lucite candles?
Oh, the okay. No, never.
Anybody? Deb, have you ever found
But
them?
it's not on my wish list because my mom
Oh,
had them.
oh,
I
okay.
grew, I
So you're
grew
like
up
me.
with those, and I'm like, I saw them.
And
Yeah,
Beth
I have
says,
three. I'm very happy with them. I have three lucite candles. They are not for sale.
Which
They are mine.
which color?
"There-
Which which color, Gosha?
Two
The
gold and
color.
one silver.
Oh my
damn,
God.
Daniel, even Gosha found them over here.
No.
You feel bad yet? Just kidding. So yeah, fairy lamp. That is it. And like Beth says, it's elusive. They're even elusive in the United States, unless you're certain areas, and like we watch, and I know Monica and both Gosha. I don't know about Deb. We watch Misty Thrifter Junker Vintage Hunter and or Jeffrey Real Nifty Vintage, and they just seem to be popping up fairy lands. We're like, dang, you know. And other people in the states don't find them like that either. Nancy says she's found one online in the estate sale in Tennessee, and then she got a
Mm,
lithophane nativity from Misty. So yeah,
mm,
don't feel bad. If you will find it. I mean, when I found my first fair lamp, it was in a charity shop right by my house, and it was the clear crystal, cut crystal. Um, that I was, and it was in the clear glass, and I very rarely look in the clear glass.
mhm.
And I just happened to look down, and I was like, oh, there it is. I was so glad. It was really good. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Do you find a lot of Murano though? That's what Steph says. Steph says, but I bet Monica
I
can find
say,
the Murano.
Calvin, yes, I do. I do. I have a an entire conversation about Murano and about what I hear the resellers talk about Murano, and I want to, comment all the time because I'm here where Murano is. Murano, it's an island, part of Venice. Venice is a bunch of little, and one of them is Murano. And in that island, which is super, super small, they start doing this art, and the tradition keep going. And you go there, and it's full of stores of
It is.
the glass they make. So, and in Venice, you find too. For those people who cannot go to the island, it's about 20 minutes by boat from the
Hmm.
center of Venice to arrive to Murano. So you find the Murano also here in Venice, or you don't need
Right.
to go to the island. Mhm.
And we'll have to, because I'm gonna have Monica back on my channel, so she can tell you guys about Murano and what people think it is, and like the kind of misconceptions. Correct? Is it correct for me to say misconceptions, Monica, about it?
Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
we're gonna have Monica back on my channel in October, and we're gonna get all the dirt and all the scoop about Murano from someone who sees it, buys it, knows it, feels it. She knows. And there's a lot of uh, information that she was telling me, and I was gobsmacked. I was like, what? So I want to. I'm sure she'd be happy to share that information with you. Hey Jerry, thanks for popping in. So I mean, so the fairy lamp is what Monica wants to find. Uh, Deb is like whatever the hell is sparkly. She's like, I take sparkle. I don't care what it is. So oh, so Daniel claims, well, when he comes over here to live in my shed, apparently, because he's going to come live in the shed,
Yes. Uh-huh.
he's going to visit all of us. Well, me and Gosha, funny enough, have been talking about going to Venice,
Yes.
planning a trip.
It's gonna be
So,
great.
oh my gosh, it's going to be amazing. It is. So, so that is Monica, y'all. We're going to come back to her after we go to Gosha, and remember her link to her Instagram, if you want to see all the fabulous things she finds, is in the description of this live. Now, we're going to go to Miss Gosha. Girl, what have you been up to since we last saw you on Dolo Digs? What you been doing, girl?
The same, just thrifting.
And I was going to ask you, have you found some new places to thrift?
Well, someone told me about new places. No, Dolores told me about two places that I had no idea. First was Errol Marketplace. Errol is a village about an hour from Edinburgh, where I stay, and it's a big, what is it, flea market? But it's a good
Yeah.
size flea market. So that's my new place. But the second place that I just visited last Wednesday, it's an auction house, and I've never been to auction house because auction house, you think about places where they sell, paintings and expensive things, but this is an auction house with boxes full of different crap that you have to look through and find the
Nice.
best things, and you just giving these small prices for like £10, £15. You can get a full box of different stuff, including some good pieces. So I went there first time, but I didn't bring anything because I was in shock. They had over 500 objects, boxes and objects. So they going through them very quickly. It was just 2 minutes for no, less than 2 minutes, a minute for a box, or even less if no one is giving price. And I was expecting this like £5 times one, £5, and that it just the end. Next.
Real quick.
So I lost few things, but now I know I have to be firm. I have to be loud, and I will. Yeah, I'll be there. I think often.
Did you get a number when you first went in? Did you get yourself a number?
Yeah. I even was trying. I was trying, but I was still in shock. It was overwhelming for me. It's like first time. So.
It was. I fortunately moved with Chrissy. So Chrissy's Scottish Magpie. She kind of like went with me. Well, she showed up there too. So I kind of like had someone holding my hand, and Dave is not shy. That he'd be like, I want this, I want that. I was like, boy, calm down. So I was kind of back here like, oh my goodness, what's going on here? I was a bit like you, but I had old loud Dave, so I'm gonna have to vintage. She said crap because now that's true. Sometimes you get a box of crap, but there's a couple of things in there that are amazing, and you'll spend 12, 15 pounds on a box and get two or three things, but those two or three things are really, really good, and the rest I'll just redonate to to another charity shop. Because if you pay like $12 or $15, or sorry, 12 or 15 pounds for a box, you get three pieces, which you can sell for over 100. For all three, you made your money back. You the rest of you sell the one thing and everything else gravy. So it is overwhelming because there's so many boxes. It's just right. Was it just crazy?
Yeah, but the thing is. Also, it was crazy. There was a lot of people, and most of these people I know from car boot sales, so from flea markets in Edinburgh. So what they do, they buy these boxes, taking the best things for, I don't know, online or their own antique shops, and they sell on flea markets leftovers.
Yep. Yeah, Clark does that. I think you might have gone to his stall. He makes he had when you first go to the car boot, so when you first park and walk up, he's like the first stall. He's kind of a big guy. He makes lamps as well.
I remember. I recognized his booth from your video. Yes.
Yeah. So when we went to auction, he was at the auction too, but I was like, "Hey, Clark, I got to see you Sunday." But he was good because he gave us really like good advice and stuff. So it was good. So I mean, I found it fun but overwhelming. And the first time you go, like you said, you're like, oh, but now you got that experience in your back pocket. Now you know how to do it. And also, and I know we've talked about this before, and I can't remember what you said, but what is the thing that you want to find that you haven't found yet?
Oh, I don't have. I thought I have, but I don't. In fact, my style is recently changing.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, well, I'm gravitate more to handmade things, handmade pottery, but not just more like handmade by artists, even better quality. So I prefer sell more things and buy myself something better quality, but I don't have one particular thing. So I'm changing. I'm gravitate from the 70s more to handmade stuff.
Right.
But still, you've been at my place. It's still yes. Everything I like, I just still have.
It's amazing. She needs to do a tour because you should do your next video, tour of your place, because it is so nice. She has it 70s. You walked in, you're like, wow, this is it. It looks amazing. It's the way she needs to come to my house and style my house, honestly, because it is the way she has it decorated, y'all. She has thought of every little thing, every little spot has got something amazing in it. And you walk in and you're not like overwhelmed. It's like everything's perfectly placed. She's got the plants. It's just, y'all, you should do a video of your house. I mean, not that, maybe you don't want to, but I think you should.
Well, you did the kitchen, right?
Yeah, she did the kitchen.
She did the kitchen.
I did the kitchen. But for the living room, it's even David made a comment. He's like, do you get any sun here? It's this flat is so dark. Unfortunately, it's I can't
Mm.
even make the room tour, like a living room tour. It's too dark for my
Right.
camera. So I'm looking for a new flat. But thank you for the compliment about my
I
flat.
know
Thank you.
it's good. And yeah, and in her living room, it is a little because there's
Mm.
like one window. And but I mean, she's got these hanging lamps. It's just y'all would die. Yeah, honestly, y'all would
Nice.
y'all would absolutely die to see. Oh, when she gets a place with lots of light, honey. Let me tell you what, y'all gonna love Gosha's. The aesthetic is really good, and it's not the same as mine, and probably not the same as other. Like we're all different. We all have different tastes, but I can go in her flat and appreciate all the things she sourced and the furniture she gets, and it's just amazing. It really is. So,
Thank you.
Mm.
oh, you're welcome, girl. And so you've got videos out, and y'all, I'm gonna tell you right now, and everybody who's watched Gosha's videos will agree they are some of the best videos you will ever watch. They are so. She edits with
Fun.
like a chef's kiss. She edits within an inch of her life, and so wonderful. Oh, Steph wants to know about the picture behind you,
Oh, it's
the
this way.
lady.
So this is in fact it's a fabric woolen. It's a woolen tapestry. It's made of wool. It's Danish, made by Deso, and yeah, I bought her. She's Danish, but I bought her in Poland. And the woman who sold me, she said her husband worked in Denmark in the hairdresser salon, and they had it on display there. So when they closed it,
Wow.
he just got it. But I found one online. Someone is selling this for £400, and I was like,
Of
oh,
course.
oh, I'm
Yes, yes.
keeping it.
Hmm.
She's like, let me put it out loud. I
Minimum.
love you,
It's
lady.
a lot of work.
Bye. Um,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yeah, it is amazing. Like I said, she's got some amazing art. And if you are not subscribed to Gosha, you need to because her videos when they pop up, I'm like, oh my God, it's Gosha. I have to watch her. I stop what I'm doing. I could be at work and I will stop what I'm doing and watch her because there's so they
Hmm.
brighten my day. They're really, really good. And she tells it like it is. She tells it like it is, and I appreciate that. So y'all need to go follow Ghost if you're not already following her. So here's what we're going to talk about now. So the four of us decided, Ghost has a YouTube. I have a YouTube. Monica does it. Thinking about it though, is she thinking about it? Maybe,
Yes.
yes. We got to get Deb on board now to have her own channel. So uh, yeah, Ghost's videos are awesome. They're just so
So
good.
much fun.
Oh,
So
thank you.
much fun.
I
Y'all,
just tried to do something different. Just
Mm.
something different. Mm.
it is so funny.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to really I wanted everybody to meet well, I mean, you've met Gosha, but meet Monica and Deb because I think they're amazing resellers. They have amazing items. And like I said, we all have different tastes.
Yes.
So this brings me to we sell on Instagram, we sell on our different platforms. Deb sells on Vinted, Monica sells on Vinted in Italy and on Instagram. Gosha sells on Etsy. Do you sell on eBay?
No, no. Only
No.
Etsy at the moment.
Etsy. I sell on Etsy, eBay. I want to sell on Vinted, but I haven't done it yet because I'm lazy, y'all. I have a full-time job.
Yes.
And so I said, well, we sell on all these other platforms, and Ghost and I have YouTube channels, and why don't we do, wait for it, y'all, wait for it, a European live sale on my channel? And I said, would you be
Yes.
interested, ladies? And they're like, yes, we would. Hey, I have been trying to do this for a long time. I want people to see the wonderful things that Gosha brings to the table, Monica brings to the table, Deb brings to the table.
Hmm.
And I think even if we don't sell loads, you get to see what people find. It's fun to hang out with everybody in the chat. It's an experience for Gosha, Deb, and Monica to try. I tried it on my own. I don't mind it. I like doing it. I don't do it that often, but I thought we could do this, guys. We could do this. So I wanted everybody to get to know, obviously, Gosha, Deb, and Monica, so we could, you'd have a kind of an idea of what each of us could bring to the table. If we had, when we had a life, if we are going to have it, remember the 5th of November, because that's what it's going to be. Yes, the 5th of November on my channel. I will have more details coming out on my YouTube channel. Gosha will share them on her YouTube channel. We'll all share them on our Instagram. But
Mhm.
I just thought it would be fun. And yes, Daniel says both Deb and Monica need a YouTube channel. I agree, Daniel,
Yeah, that's even
100%.
true.
I think it would be a lot of fun. Deb, what do you think? You
It's
should get one,
it's got
right?
it's got to happen now, hasn't it? You've
It,
not,
it,
yeah, you've it was strange coming on here. I'm very used to doing the lives on Instagram, and this was a bit like, oh, doing something on YouTube. And as soon as you do it, it's just like, okay, it's happening now. So yeah, it's got to happen. The channel.
Yeah. The
I think
same
it'd be
with
great.
me.
I think you could bring everybody from Instagram over.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know it's another thing we were chatting about last year, wasn't it? Like I know
Yeah,
you've been wanting to do this for so long, kind of bringing the sales onto YouTube. So it's really exciting. Yeah, the first one that you're going to organise for November. So yeah, it's really
Mhm.
exciting that it's actually happening now. Like you say, it's just the experience, isn't it? And getting to
it,
know each
Yes.
other. Yeah, a bit
Yes.
of
and
fun.
I'm
it's
so
getting.
excited.
I know, and I mean, if you look at everybody's Instagrams, and oh, thank you, Spirit. I'm so glad you liked the things you got from Best Channel when we had the sale, live jewelry sale on Best Carolina Princess Sweet Treats and Pretties. Go follow her too. And while you're at it, go follow Crappy Crafting with Daniel. So, and anybody has a YouTube channel, man, put your link in. Absolutely fine. Daniel will subscribe for sure. Daniel will subscribe to both of you. So you've already got Daniel's vote. And
Yay. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel.
so, and I just wanted everybody to get to know the ladies. Um, and and so let's talk about what would you want to bring to a live sale. Deb, you go. What would you think about bringing?
You mean what items to sell?
Yeah, yeah. What items would you like?
So,
This would be good.
mm,
Put you on the spot, of course.
yeah, you're really putting me on the spot.
Thank
Um,
you.
so yeah, like I was
Thank you.
saying earlier, I love the coloured glassware at the minute. It's
Mm.
yeah, so I've been trying to I've been thinking about what to bring to the sale actually. So you're not quite putting me on the spot because I am starting to build a bit of a collection. So yeah, we've got a bit of coloured glassware, a few quirky, cutesy objects I found. Not not the Eastergate and the Hornsey, different stuff, but yeah, things that have been catching my eye, going like, hmm, is that really ugly or is it really amazing? Those are the kind of
Both.
things I
It
like.
could be both at the same time.
That some people are going to hate it and some I'd love that stuff, and I know some people be like, what is that? But I
Mhm.
love all the quirky stuff. So yeah, if something catches my eye and I'm a bit like, is that a love it or hate it object, that'll be coming along. um so yeah, I'm really enjoying kind of putting a bit of a collection together of different things. So yeah,
Oh,
we'll
that'll be.
see.
I'm looking forward to it. And we can all still bid on each other's. No.
You,
Monica, what are you gonna bring? Or what are you thinking
Well,
about? You don't have to tell me everything. You could just
mm,
what you're kind of thinking.
mhm. Um, First of all, I'm thinking in October, the first week, if I'm not wrong. Yes. It's the Parma market at Parma. It's antique. It's the biggest, I think, in Italy. So
Mhm.
I probably go there and find beautiful things for the sale. So this is the first goal, to find in there um, amazing treasures. And also, I will be like doing a live in there maybe, and a lot of content in there because
Okay.
it's beautiful. It's the most, it's the biggest in Italy. They do it twice, one spring and this one in fall. So
Okay, we're gonna have to go in spring, Gosha. Um,
Mhm.
No, yeah, in spring,
Yeah.
as March.
Oh, March is
So
a good time to go. Yeah.
mhm. So we can do that too.
Do you know what
Yes.
would be good if you recorded there and that was your first YouTube video? I'm just saying.
Good idea.
Mm.
Dolores is very talented with the ideas. Very talented. Yeah. Okay. So that's my goal, to find in there beautiful items, but also, of course, you're gonna see Murano
Yes.
pieces. Yes.
Everybody's like, oh my God, yay, Toronto. I mean, if you want a little taste of what these two ladies have, go on their Instagram, like I said earlier, and check out some of the things they do have. They have posted on their Instagrams. You will not be sorry. Gosia. Now I know Gosia and I are thrifting in October together. And we're
Yes, we
going to the
will.
Arrow Market.
Yes, but before I'm going also to Poland to visit my
That's
parents. So
right.
yes, so that's a good opportunity to check what's there.
Mhm.
Maybe some, I don't know. Well, I don't know what I will find, but I will try to bring some proper European, maybe Eastern European stuff. We'll see what's there. Also in Poland, I think there's more German stuff. I think
Yeah.
because we're on the border, so that's much more
Nice.
Hmm.
stuff. I will just try to
Super nice.
bring something out from Poland. I haven't been, oh my God, almost 2 years in Poland, so hopefully,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm full of hope for some good finds. Mm.
I
Nice.
mean, these ladies are bringing it. I mean, you got Italy, you got England, you've got Poland, possibly German. I mean, they are going to bring it.
Well, we
I
will, we
mean,
will. It will be fun. I can't
It
wait.
yes,
it's
and
going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a
yeah.
laugh. You know, I know as well as these three ladies. I mean, we don't really take ourselves that seriously. We like to have a good time, and we're about just showing the things that we find. Like I said, Gosha's going to Poland first, which is exciting because she can see her family. When she comes back in October, when we go at the end of October, we're not the end. It's kind of like uh October 21st is when I head up to Scotland,
Mhm.
and gonna thrift with Gosia, which I'm excited for, and Chrissy the Scottish Magpie. We're gonna have a little UK reseller meetup, y'all. We all will be filming because Chrissy has her own channel too. So that'll be fun. Some Empoli. Do you find a lot of Empoli there? Uh, you don't?
Very no. I only here, like on the in the wild, two pieces are the same, just
Ah,
different color, and not cheap at all. No, not cheap at all. Maybe I saw something else and super expensive, but it's so three objects in the whole area is not a lot. But
Wow.
Empoli, it's on the area of Firenze, of Florence, you know, that
Okay.
area, La Toscana. So it's not this area, Empoli, it's other part of Italy. So also because
See,
it's
she is
different.
schooling us. We didn't even know. We're just like, they're having fun. Yeah. And because I mean, I've been to Venice, which I loved. I mean, I went to Murano. I did the whole, I didn't go on a gondola because I wasn't paying that much money. No, no, no. She didn't even go
No.
on a water taxi, girl. She said water bus because water taxis are expensive as well.
Hmm.
So I was like, water bus for Dolores, because she's
Hmm.
cheap. So and so she like just schooling us like that. So can't wait to have her on my channel because she's gonna school us all about the Murano. See, that's how it's gonna work. And yeah, I think it depends if it's I mean, here's a question: is Empoli marked or no?
It's Empoli what? Sorry.
Marked? Does it have like a mark or did it have a sticker?
Empoli is it's the place, is the
Yeah, the
city,
place.
is the area where they made a lot of glass, and usually it's green because they did green glass. They start with the green glass, so you see a lot of green pieces. Actually, the two I have three pieces. One is green and the other two are blue. But one I think is not in Poli. It's from Sardinia. How do you say Sardinia in English? Sardinia. Sard Sard
Sardinia, yeah.
Sardin.
You
Yeah.
know how you say,
So
Gosha's laughing. How do we say it, Gosha?
I don't know. Were you asking me? I'm not from UK.
She's like, I'm from there. Sardinia. I think it is Sardinia. Yeah.
I
yeah,
have always this
the
good
island.
excuse. No, I have good excuse. If I don't know something, it's like I'm not a native speaker. I don't know.
Yes, of course.
I say that
We
too.
don't know everything. We don't know everything. So yeah.
You're supposed to know.
So
It's like when people ask me stuff about American stuff. I thought, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just keeping quiet so you don't ask me. The native speaker here.
She puts on mute.
Keep a
She's
low
like, let me just
profile.
get out of here. Um, Sardinia, Sardinia.
I think it's
Sardinia,
Sardinia.
Sardinia. Okay, so I have one piece that it's from there, so it's not even in Poli, but it's at the counter, very 60s, very 60s.
Right.
And the other two are that's in Poli, and
Okay.
that's the area where it's a city, a place, and they made glass, and everything that comes from there, it's gonna be in Poli. That also everything that comes from the island of Murano, it's gonna call Murano. Okay,
Right.
so it's here in Italy, it's like that. The things, the name of the things are the name of the place where they were made.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
So I mean, see, this is why she's coming on separate, y'all, because she's gonna school all of us. We're gonna all be schooled by Monica when she comes on. Um, so yes, guys. So I'm totally pretty sure from the source, but I mean, I like she said, it's made in. I think a lot of things are in Polish style, in so much that they look like the items made in the area of Empoli in Italy. So they may be styled like it, but they might necessarily, they didn't get on a boat and come over from Empoli. And
Exactly.
that's how I'm reading it. Yeah.
And that happens also, which I learned very a few time ago with Vitosi. Vitosi, it's the style of that area. Like a lot of in Italy or in Europe, a lot of people, even though it's not Aldo Londi or from the company Vitosi, but it's from that area, that group of artists in that period of
Hmm.
time in Italy. It can be called Vitosi style, Vitosi era, because it was huge. So
Right.
it's confusing. It's not that easy when
It's not as easy
you
as you would
when
think.
you're a
Yeah.
reseller and you
Right.
find
It's the same with, I
pieces.
think, American made glass. Like you get Indiana glass and Interhawking, and then this company had this mold, so they used it now, and it's kind of like that in a
Yes.
way, except obviously that's just kind of how it's like. Like you could get a piece of glass that you think is XYZ, but or it's Indiana glass, but it's not really because it was made by another company who had the same mold or bought the mold off of them years later. Okay, yeah. So that's
Mhm.
kind of yeah. I mean, and so Jerry wants to know, do you know if there was ever an orange glass made in Empoli?
Mhm. No, no, I don't know. I haven't seen one. To tell you the truth, I haven't seen one. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't
So
know.
yeah. And that's the thing. And this is how, and this is what it's about. Us getting together, talking with each other, talking with people in the chat, that we can all like pull our knowledge together and figure something out. Do you know what I mean? It's like you have that knowledge, Gosha has knowledge, Deb has knowledge, I have some knowledge, and then the people in the chat are very knowledgeable. So us pulling our knowledge together kind of makes for really fun, interesting chat, and we can all learn from each other. And that's the thing, because you're not going to know everything. You're constantly learning. It's constantly a school day. You know, every day's a school day, y'all. So,
Mhm.
oh, you're welcome, Daniel. I'm so glad you came as you and as Crafty Crafting. So, all right, guys. So we're almost at the top of the
Ciao,
hour.
Ellen.
So we're gonna go ahead and go soon. Just remind you, remember the 5th of November. That'll be our live sale. It's also Guy Fawkes Day. Don't ask me what that means because I don't know. Um, Deb knows. I so Deb's like, it's Guy Fawkes Day. We'll talk. Guy Fawkes was a guy who tried to blow up Parliament. Now, is that true?
Yes, that's true.
Now, I'm not sure why we celebrate him. I'm not sure we celebrate him because he got caught or because he tried. Unclear.
We celebrate because he didn't do it.
Oh, okay. Well,
So he tried to, but he was defeated. And then the story gets quite gory that we're all taught at primary school about him then getting hung, drawn, and quartered, which is really barbaric. I don't know why we get taught that when we're like 7, 8 years old.
that'll learn you for trying to do something like that. That'll teach you. Anyway.
So yeah, that's why we.
All right, guys. Deb, tell us where they can find you.
So I'm on Instagram, so Tipper's Vintage on Instagram.
Great. And Monica?
Also on Instagram, that's the name, but you add a dot. The name you see on the screen, it's Bellezza dot Intorno dot vintage. I know it's probably complicated. You'll find me. You'll find me.
You will, because her link's in the description, y'all. And Gosia, where can we find you?
YouTube, Instagram, the Vintage Equation. So yes, you are all welcome.
And you have to go and watch what mug she's going to be using that day. So, and what she's drinking in her mug.
Her mug.
Her mug of the day.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. You everybody take care. Thank you for joining us, everyone in the chat. We appreciate it, and we look forward to seeing you soon all again, and especially when Monica and Deb get their YouTube channel. All right, guys.
Dolores. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Dolores.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yay.
Ciao. Ciao.